Hi guys, it's Andy Harrell here from his place in Spain. A bit cold here at the moment, but otherwise really good. Listen, the name of this video is the top 10 crypto advisors on YouTube. You want to know who to follow on YouTube for the information about all things related to Bitcoin and the currency space, because 3 months ago I knew very little about all this, but what I did know was it was an opportunity to get involved in something that was so new and so precious and valuable that over time it would generate some wealth on a scale that most of us could only dream of. You know, it became a bit of a religion for some of these people advising, and it's now become a bit of a religion for me because I'm really into it for all the right reasons. I think it will generate a lot of wealth, not just for yourself, but also for your family moving forward. And obviously, at my age, in the shorter time frames, yes, I can make quite a bit of money, but if I can leave money for my family as things develop, then that will be great too. So that's the reason why I got involved in it. Make no mistake, whatever you've been told by the narrative coming from centralized finance and governments about the risks involved in cryptocurrency, these are simply scare tactics to try and shore up the banking system, which is hemorrhaging outflows of money from bank deposits, giving net minus returns on investments. So that is inflationary. Unless we can make a move soon into this space, it could keep us poor for the rest of our lives. With that said, in this chart on the screen now, I've listed all the best and most popular sources of information about Bitcoin and the altcoin space, all involved in this cryptocurrency. I have my go-to favorites, but if I were to watch all these daily, you could spend around 10 hours a day learning about the crypto space. And let's be honest, none of us have got the luxury of that investment in time. So I would suggest find one of these top advisors and major on them. I've done very nicely so far following these guys with spot trading and not leverage trading. Leverage trading is far too risky in my mind. So my mentality is mostly around hodling for the longer term. But when these guys speak, I listen very carefully. And I do exit my hodling portfolio from time to time and re-enter on dips that look potentially very profitable. And so that might be something that you want to think of as well. Let's take a look at my tips for the top guys on YouTube that I pay very close attention to. But I do pay very close attention to people like Crypto, Carl the Moon, Da Vinci, and Crypto Jeb. Find someone that you can like the tone of and the delivery and the passion that they have in their presentations. If you want an option for getting into the crypto market with very low volatility, I would look at yield nodes. And my video that I did about a month ago shows that it can return between 5 and 12% per month. When you compound this, it can add up to around 200% a year, which, if you look at Bitcoin over the past year or so, that may seem quite small by comparison, potentially. But I can tell you, because it's got so much less volatility, I sleep very well at night using yield nodes. So the link for yield nodes is in the description box below. And let me know in the comments box below what your favorite advisor is. If you like the video, smash up the like button, put a thumbs up, so make it turn blue, and subscribe for more on my journey into the crypto space, and I'll update you on how things are going at my end as well. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the video, so let's get into it.
Because I am about to give you the much requested Ethereum price prediction you guys have been looking forward to. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you why I personally believe that Ethereum is going to $2,894 in the next 45 days. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why and when Ethereum will break its all-time high and continue the rally much higher. I encourage you to continue watching this video. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Before we get started, I do want to mention that today is the last day of the...
Look here. eToro warns users it's running out of crypto to trade due to unprecedented demand. We've never seen this in the past. Guys, we've never seen that exchanges are saying we're out of Bitcoin.
Right? Lots of things are faced with innovation. When the car came out, People said it'll never work. When electricity replaced candles, they said it'll never work. You know, people are getting electrocuted. You know, people are getting hit by cars, right? Oh, and then they use the thing, it's only used for criminals, right? Only criminals are using these cars, right? Come on, guys. Only criminals use Bitcoin. You've seen this over and over and over again. These are the things that they say when innovation. Netflix won't work. Who's going to want to, you know, go online and order videos? Uber won't work. Come on. And now look at these different companies and look at where Bitcoin is today, right? So don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the fudders. They want your Bitcoin. I've proven this to you. If you don't believe me, go back to my video right here that says you have been lied to, and I will show you exactly how they are manipulating the market and exactly how they want you to freak out and panic and sell them your Bitcoin for cheap because they know where it's going, because they know that it will eventually eclipse gold. And we are talking one Bitcoin worth 1.523, maybe even $5 million per Bitcoin, right? Absolutely skyrocket.
Let's face it, there are a lot of crypto exchanges out there. Gone are the days when you were strapped for choice. Today, the choice is overwhelming. This is not only a challenge for those new to crypto, but it also means those who are currently using an exchange constantly have to wonder if they really do have the best deal. Fret not, because this video is going to give you exactly what you need to know about the best exchanges on the market right now.
You want to become a millionaire in crypto? Well, you aren't alone. That's pretty much everyone's wish who watches any crypto videos here on YouTube. With Bitcoin, if the price goes to an astounding $300,000 per coin, you're going to have to own 3.1 BTC at the current prices, which is equivalent to about $115,000. But what if I told you that you could become a millionaire with way less than half that amount in crypto? That's the opportunity that Ethereum presents.
Bakkt. Bakkt was founded in 2018, and we've been covering the story of Bakkt for over 2 years on this channel. When you go on Bakkt's website, you may think that they're just another cryptocurrency exchange, but you couldn't be farther from the truth. You see, the reason why Bakkt was quite literally the biggest news story of 2018 was because Bakkt was founded by a company called ICE. ICE is an acronym that stands for the Intercontinental Exchange, and they own an exchange that you may be familiar with. It's called the New York Stock Exchange. The people that own the New York Stock Exchange are some of the most financially literate people on the planet. And when those people speak about finance, you listen.
And this peak. So those are the only 3 data points it's fit to. So in order for us to get to this point, it would just come to the, come to the equation that is 10 times A ln of x minus b for those 3 data points. So if it comes to that, if we reach that level, then we will have reached the fit to those 3 data points. And for us to reach it, we would need to reach a valuation that again ranges from around from 55,615 up to 81,948.
Because you see, we've never had such a downtrend. We've never ever had such a big downtrend ever in Bitcoin's history that exchanges are losing this amount of Bitcoin, guys. Look at how sharp we're falling. In a few weeks already, we're gonna be here somewhere. Look at it. Look at it. It's all about, when you look since, for example, 2017, this is quite insane. This is insane drop that we've never seen in the past, this kind of drop, okay?
Slow down the surge we have seen in Bitcoin. Well, Kate Rooney, another record high this morning. She's gonna break that down for us. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Morgan, Bitcoin broke through 38,000, then 39,000, and finally 41,000, all in about 24 hours. It's more than doubled in the past month, and it's up about 40% for the first week of this year. Bitcoin's boom this week puts the entire cryptocurrency's market cap, which includes those smaller tokens like Ethereum and XRP, above $1 trillion for the first time. With these new buyers all pouring in, blockchain data from Chainalysis shows that fewer people are selling, causing what they call a liquidity crunch, with an imbalance between lower supply and new demand chasing fewer coins.
If you really think about in the technology world, we talk about 10x improvements of products. Bitcoin is at least 10x better than gold in every way. And so I think that if you just think of a Bitcoin product that is 2x better and market cap kind of follows that, that would put Bitcoin at $1 million a coin, right? Just 2x gold's market cap.
Well, if you're worried about the price, you don't really understand what Bitcoin is for, because on a low time preference, actually, Bitcoin has only not been profitable if you bought it 5 days out of a 12-year history. It's 99.9% of the days that you have entered Bitcoin, you would be in profit.
All right, guys. So what we can see here is the Bitcoin price for the past few years, and obviously the Bitcoin price has been going up in a extreme bull run in the past few months. You can see how Bitcoin from the Corona dump has gone up. Look at this, to the top, 900% in just 44 weeks.
Crazy.
It is crazy. But it's very hard to call anything a bear market when you see this kind of thing happen, where we go up 900%. I mean, even if we go down, I mean, let's say we go down 60%, we go down to maybe 17,000, 18,000. We fill some gaps down here. I mean, I don't know. For me, this would simply probably be just a breather before we continue to go up to $100,000. Whatever, you want to have a big cash flow to buy the dip, because we know that most likely there will be yet another big bull cycle, and that bull cycle could easily take Bitcoin up to $1 million to $5 million.
So we've just been hodling. Our thesis is that Bitcoin is gold 2.0, that it will disrupt gold. And if it does that, it has to have a market cap of 9 trillion. So we think that prices Bitcoin it could price one day at $500,000 a Bitcoin. So at $18,000 Bitcoin, it's a hold, or at least if you don't have any, it's a buy opportunity, because we think there's a 25x from here.
So a small portion of time since we went off the gold standard, but Bitcoin has an even shorter track record. So could it be replaced by some other cryptocurrency, or are there any others out there waiting in the wings to take over?
Yeah, there's over 8,000 different digital assets. They all try to serve many different purposes. I think Bitcoin is by far the winner when it comes to cryptocurrencies. There's other things that are trying to serve as commodities or even digital securities, but Bitcoin as a currency is by far the winner. And now you're starting to talk about retailers using it. You're talking about some of the largest institutions on Wall Street. So I think we're kind of just getting started when it comes to mainstream adoption of this asset.
That means that the top is more than 100 million. More than 100 trillion. It's somewhere between 100 trillion and 300 trillion in today's money. And of course, if we look out 5 or 10 years, there may be 700 trillion in today's money then.
Evaluation of 15 million US dollars, talking in today's purchasing power probably. But then if you take into consideration that the Federal Reserve, the People's Bank of China, the European Central Bank, that they are actually printing 24/7, the number itself could be even higher.
There's twice as much money or 3 times more.
The banks are shutting all kinds of people off because they don't like what they're doing, don't like the business, they don't like this, they feel it's too risky to have the client like that. And now it's even more unusable, because even if you've passed all of these hurdles, even if you've survived all of this insanity madness, now you're also losing money. You have to pay for the big privilege to give your money to the bank so they can lend it out, they can make even more cash, and you have to be thankful. You have to thanks a lot, Mr. Banker, Mr. Big Banker. I really appreciate this amazing opportunity to park some of my hard-earned money in your amazing institution. You have to be begging like that, okay? All right, and then you pay as well. It's 0.75%, guys. It's insane. It's insane. So fiat, they are crippling their own system. Like I'm telling you, it is like a bird who finds a very big pair of scissors and then they cut their own wing. That's exactly what we're witnessing with this. And it's good for Bitcoin. Look, I want all of them to have more KYC. I want all of them to have more negative interest rates. Just do it. Look, do it, because at the end of the day, they are crippling and making themselves unusable.
100 million people, something like that, own cryptocurrency. PayPal's 300 million people, right? So they just brought the ability to buy crypto to 3 times as many people as have it. And so in your Econ 101 supply demand curve, that's a demand shift that just jacks up the demand curve, because there's just a lot more people that can buy it. When those two things happen at the same time, it drives the price up a ton, and that's basically what we're seeing. And the proof of it is in a graph we put in our last investor letter, showing the flows through and constant until PayPal went live. And then they've been growing at such a rate that now PayPal buys more than all of the newly issued Bitcoin. So there's one firm that's buying more than the entire supply of Bitcoins. And if you're buying more than all that is supplied, you have to have a higher price to motivate somebody to sell. So that is basically the dynamic, that supply is shrinking, demand's expanding at a rapid rate.